team or audio team, or someone was just sitting there with laptops, because in the cell 1 there was many power outlets and many network cables available, so maybe just someone was sitting in front of his or her computer. This is probably Angel, volunteer responsible for checking tickets. Why? Does anyone have idea? Yeah. First, F002. This was the station which was in the area only available to angels. So if there is continuous reading from this area, it probably means that this was angel. I'm not quite sure, because it could be some kind of mishap or something like that, but most probably this was the angel, or at least someone who entered this and was not kicked out of this room. And after that, he or she went and was near the entry and near the exit. So this was the person that was standing near the entrance or near the exit, so he or she was probably either checking tickets, getting cash for the tickets, or hanging the clothes and things like that. So this is one case. This person, this was also angel, and was sitting in the heaven for almost entire Congress, except for leaving for the night and getting back about 6 p.m. or something like that, except for part of the day, of the third day. So I was not in heaven, so I don't know what can be interesting there, but nonetheless. This was also angel and was also not moving very much. So I went through the data set and calculated all probable angels, the IDs, the count, and the minimum time that this tag was seen by our beloved station F002, and maximum time. If like this there is where it was. If there is only few minutes and few packets read, it was probably just mistake. But the larger number of packets, the more probable that it is the angel. If you want the full list, it is in the article. And this is different situation. Here is someone who probably attended many lectures, because we have parts of times when we have when there is when person is sitting in one place, and once every hour there is some movements. So if we compare this to the schedule, we could see that those movements are present when there were breaks between the talks. Also, though this is the cell 1, the biggest one, this I think is the cell 2, and one of them is cell 3. So this was person who was, I think, not socializing much, or at least going to the many lectures and then sitting there. By checking for which positions there is, for which rooms those readers belong, we could even check in what lectures he or she was present. Okay, and now let's play. What can we say about this tag? Some ideas? Excuse me? Hack center, maybe. Yes, see. Yeah, quite probably, because some of the C readers were in the hack center. Something more? Leaving for the night, yeah? Not present during the first day. What here? Okay, here was the last lecture, which was summary of the Congress. So it was in Saal 8. We can also see, or at least assume, that this person knows German, because just before the summary, there was another talk in the same room, which was held in German language. Or at least, either we assume that he or she knows German, or that this person was just sitting there waiting for this lecture, for this last lecture, wanting to be sure that he or she has sitting place, because as it was the last lecture, there were problems with sitting places. Okay, now let's skim through positions. Tags were sending signals packets more than once a second. So during the short area, we were able to detect few dozens of packets. We know the positions of tags, of readers, and we know strength of sent signal. So we could try to calculate positions. This is my attempt of calculating the position. So we just take a position of reader, calculate it by weight, which is based basically on the strength of the signal. There was 4 different strengths of the signal, 0, 1, 2, 3, in increasing power level. So we just calculate weighted sum of the positions of readers and divide it by sum, so we get basically some place in the middle between readers that were able to detect this tag. I'm not sure which one of those equations is the most correct. They all give similar results because on the range of about 10 meters or something like that, there is no much room for wiggling, so we do not know how to check it. It would be interesting to see how well it would behave on such a camp or something like that, but we do not have any possibility of doing it now. Unfortunately, we have problems because those equations do not take into consideration any physics, so it may mean that there are some very fast movements which could look like teleportation. Basically, it looks like this. This is not very good because this is just a noise. We have rough position, but this position is not very precise. I could be standing there